most people think of Bali, they imagine sun-soaked beaches, bustling surf spots, or the iconic temples perched on cliff edges. But beyond the postcards and tourist hotspots, Bali hides a world many never see: untouched coastlines, secret trails, and beachfront hikes that reveal a side of the island that feels almost like stepping into a forgotten paradise. This is not the Bali of crowded beach clubs and Instagram queues. Today, we're taking you on a journey through Bali's most breathtaking beachfront hikes, the ones the guidebooks rarely mention and few tourists ever find. Imagine starting your morning on a narrow coastal path, the ocean breeze on your face, and nothing but the sound of crashing waves as your soundtrack. One of the best places for this experience is Nyang Nyang Beach. Tucked away near Uluwatu, this beach demands a bit of effort, about a 20-minute hike down a steep, winding path. But the payoff is extraordinary. As you descend, the jungle opens up to a vast, untouched stretch of golden sand that seems to go on forever. There are no bars, no crowds, just pure raw nature. Many hikers come here early to catch the sunrise, sitting on driftwood logs as the first light paints the ocean. It's one of those places that makes you feel like you've discovered Bali all over again. But Nyang Nyang is just the beginning. If you follow the coastline on foot, heading west, you'll find small trails that weave through headlands and cliffside viewpoints. At times, the paths are nothing more than goat tracks, barely marked, requiring a bit of scrambling. And that's part of the magic. You're not following a guided tour. You're carving your own adventure along Bali's raw southern coast. Along the way, you'll encounter hidden coves, natural rock pools, and even ancient shipwreck remains washed up on the beach. It's a reminder that sometimes the best spots aren't on the map. You have to walk the edge to find them. Let me ask you this. When was the last time a hike made you feel completely disconnected from the world, in the best possible way? That's exactly the vibe you'll get on the path to Bias Tugul Beach, near Padang Bai. Known locally as the Hidden Beach, Bias Tugul requires a short but steep trek down a rocky path flanked by thick tropical foliage. As you descend, the canopy parts to reveal a crescent-shaped bay of white sand and clear, turquoise water. It's quiet, serene, and often, you'll share it with only a handful of other explorers. Here, the hike itself becomes part of the experience, the feeling of earning your way to a secluded slice of paradise. And once you reach the beach, you'll find simple warungs offering fresh coconut water, making it the perfect reward after your climb. Another hidden gem is Gunung Payang Beach, nestled on Bali's southern tip. This trail begins near a temple bearing the same name, a serene spot where locals come to pray. From the temple, a steep staircase carved into the cliffside leads you down to a pristine beach. The hike may be short, but the sense of discovery is enormous. As you make your way down, the sweeping view of the Indian Ocean stretches endlessly before you. At low tide, you can explore nearby sea caves and tidal pools, turning a simple beach trip into a mini adventure. It's the kind of place where time slows down, and every step feels like part of a personal journey rather than a tourist checklist. And then there's the trail that almost feels like a legend among seasoned Bali hikers. The journey to Uluwatu Beach on Nusa Penida. Though technically off the main island, this hike is worth every bit of the ferry ride. After arriving on Nusa Penida, a winding road leads you to the trailhead. From there, it's a steep descent with stone steps that zigzag down a limestone cliff. But as you make your way toward the beach, the sight is jaw-dropping, a hidden bay flanked by towering cliffs, and a natural rock arch jutting into the sea. What makes this beachfront hike special is not just the destination, but the raw, rugged beauty you encounter along the trail. The sound of birds, the rustle of sea breeze in the cliffs, and the shimmering turquoise water waiting at the end. It all comes together in a way that feels untouched and sacred. One such trail many overlook is the path to Green Bowl Beach. Hidden behind a modest signpost, the trail leads you down hundreds of steep concrete steps. As you descend, you'll notice bats fluttering out of caves, vines hanging over the stair rails, and the faint roar of the ocean growing louder. When you finally reach the bottom, you're rewarded with a tiny stretch of sand framed by dramatic cliffs and sea caves. At low tide, these caves become natural hideaways, perfect for a quiet moment away from the world. The hike back up is a thigh burner, but every bead of sweat feels earned when you're standing in a place that still feels like a secret. Balangan Beach offers another unique hiking experience, not just along the beach but atop the cliffs that overlook it. Most visitors stick to the beach itself, but if you follow the rocky paths along the cliff edge, you'll find panoramic views of the surf below, with the ocean stretching out in endless blue. These cliffside hikes are less strenuous but equally rewarding, offering some of Bali's best sunset views without the crowd. Bring a picnic, perch yourself on a boulder, and watch the sky change colors as the waves roll in. It's a simple pleasure, but sometimes those are the ones that leave the deepest impressions. Now, if you're someone who craves a mix of jungle trekking and beachfront exploration, the hike from Amed to Lipa Beach on Bali's east coast might be exactly what you're looking for. Starting in the traditional fishing village of Amed, the path winds through coconut groves, past local farms, and eventually leads down to the serene Lipa Beach. This trail is a living tapestry of Bali's rural charm. Chickens crossing your path, farmers tending their fields, and glimpses of Mount Agung rising in the distance. Once you reach Lipa Beach, you're greeted by calm waters perfect for snorkeling and a laid-back vibe that feels worlds away from Bali's tourist hubs. And speaking of breathtaking views, the hike to Pemuteran Beach in North Bali offers something truly special. Unlike the southern beaches, Pemuteran's coastline is fringed with coral reefs and gentle waves. The trails around Pemuteran weave through hills that give you sweeping views of both jungle and sea. This region is less visited, giving hikers the rare chance to feel like they have the entire coastline to themselves. Along the way, you'll encounter ancient banyan trees, local temples tucked into the hills, and views that stretch all the way to the Java coastline on a clear day. It's a reminder that Bali isn't just about the south. The north hides treasures that reward the curious. You might be wondering, why aren't these hikes on every Bali must-do list? The answer is simple. They aren't easy. Many require a bit of effort, some navigation, and a willingness to explore without clear signs or tour groups leading the way. But that's what makes them special. These trails remain hidden precisely because they ask for something in return: your curiosity, your sweat, and your sense of adventure. And in exchange, they give you memories that feel personal, unrepeatable, and profoundly rewarding. As you take these beachfront hikes, you'll notice something else. The deeper you go, the fewer people you'll see. Bali transforms from a tourist hotspot into a place of quiet reflection. You'll find yourself pausing, not because you're tired, but because you're overwhelmed by the beauty around you. The sound of waves crashing against cliffs, the scent of salt in the air, the sight of fishermen casting their nets at dawn. These aren't staged moments. They're real, raw, and waiting for anyone willing to walk a little further than the rest. And perhaps that's the heart of it all. Beachfront hikes in Bali aren't just about discovering hidden places. They're about discovering a new side of yourself, the side that embraces the unknown, that finds joy in the journey, and that understands sometimes the best rewards come after the hardest climbs. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into Bali's hidden beachfront hikes, stick around for our next video where we explore the island's secret waterfalls. Places so untouched, even most locals don't know they exist. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.